Mrs. Wiggins today. Nobody told me. I looked in the mirror. I'm like, nobody told me I look like Mrs. Wiggins. Jeez, man, you gotta like shut that down. One too many accessories. And here, you know, my intention is for this to be a place of true happiness, you know? Our function is happiness, believe it or not. When you come to get spiritually fed, if there's not laughter in the room, get the fuck out of there as fast as you can, right? Number one, that's the most important thing. Number two, if you go someplace and you cannot be your true, authentic self, whatever that means, get the out of there. I'm from New Jersey, so I curse. You know, I used to introduce myself by saying, my name is Maureen, Muldoon, I laugh, I cry, and I curse, and I don't apologize. Because I knew all those things were going to happen. I was going to laugh, I was going to cry, and I was most likely going to curse. And I stopped, you know, I would drive home and be like, I can't believe I cried, or I can't believe I cursed. And I was like, that's who you are. That's the stained glass of your window. Get out your own way. It's just who you are. Don't apologize. Everybody can handle your truth, or not. Or not, and that's okay too. So the one thing that I know that I'm here to do is to supply an opportunity that you might be able to find your own spiritual authority. That it doesn't come through me. That it doesn't come through some book. That it doesn't come through some Buddha or Baba Gita or, you know, butcher or breaker or candlestick maker. That it comes for you, from you. And that's the most important thing that we can do for ourselves, is to give ourselves an intimate relationship with our divine, where we don't have to hide, where we don't have to try and be something that we're not, and to go chasing that relationship like it's the last bus out of hell. 'Cause guess what? It is. That is the last bus out of hell. You get on the bus with God and you're no longer in hell. Okay, that's just the way that the mathematics works there. Now, for many of us, we grew up in societies or communities where there were a lot of hoops to jump through. So it felt like there was no way we were really allowed to get to our own spiritual authority, because there was always some miscellaneous interpreter that had to hold the high watch for us, or, you know, release us from our sins or our naturalness, so that we were okayed to sit at the table. So that is heresy. Like there's a seat at the table for everyone in God's house. Everyone, no matter what you look like, who you love, where you've been, what you've done, no matter what. And nobody has the authority to tell you you do or you don't have a seat. That seat was given to you on the moment of your conception by God. God said you will always have a seat at my table, no matter who you are, where you go, what you've been, what you've done, any of it, or who you love. But because we've come through a lot of conversations where we felt like we had to jump through a lot of hoops, we have lost contact with our own spiritual authority. And today, you know, for me, every day, it's about remembering that, you know, that it's between me and God. And whatever happens between me and God, then if I'm connected to my divine, then I can ask that divine where to go, what to do, and what to say, and be beautifully guided. With no extra junk, with no, you know, shortcuts, and that the way that God unrolls the red carpet for me when I'm in alignment with God is impeccable. So this was not always the story for us. The story was that, you know, that we had to go somewhere, do something, be something, polish ourselves up. So Melanie took a trip to India, you know, to chase the Dalai Lama. Because somehow if we touched the hem of the Dalai Lama, then we would be made pure. You know what I mean? I went to Yugoslavia, you know. I chased down the Blessed Mother. You know, somehow if I got to the Blessed Mother, I could get a healing from my mom who was dying of cancer. I really believed in that. But when we go on these heroes' journeys, you know, really, no matter where we go, what we do, what we say, we end up finding ourselves if the journey is worthy. And so here at SpeakEasy, we're in September rolling out a curriculum for practitioners that's called the Celebrant. And it's about being a celebrant in your own life. You know, I've had so many people come up to me and say, hey, I can put a reverend before your name in about 6 weeks. And I'm like, really? Do I need that? I don't think I've ever actually needed that. Maureen Muldoon is doing fine without any precursor. So again, I'm not here to give you a permission slip, but we do have a curriculum that'll help you to feel confident in walking your walk. And you don't have to go to India or Yugoslavia to get to it. You know, it's about finding your voice, and oddly enough, sometimes that looks like an improv class mixed with a prayer class, mixed with how to really create without pain. Again, another heresy I think we've all fallen asleep to is deliveries that require labor. And I'm very much in alignment with the idea of laborless deliveries, and we teach that, of course, in creating. So we're rolling all of that out with Miracles Live 365 and all the other things that we offer under the title of a practitioner licensing for a celebrant, somebody who celebrates life, and that goes with you wherever you go. So I wanted to put that into the conversation this morning because it doesn't happen till September, but I want you to begin the conversation with your divine, if that's something that seems like it might be your next step or your next calling, to be really immersed in the conversation with your divine around celebrating. You know, not segregating, but celebrating. So that's what I'm celebrating, and that's what we do here at SpeakEasy.